So you found a house online that you're interested in. What do you do next? This video is also by request. Number 1, how long has the property been on the market? Why is this important for you to look at? It gives you a few tips on what's going on with the house. Assume that other people are going to see the house and they're rejecting the house for whatever reason. Just remember, you're not the only one in the game, and most likely you will not be the first one to see most of the properties that you're interested in. Because if you like them, if you like the property, somebody else is going to like it also. The length of time that a property sits on the market, it can tell you that the property has structural issues. It can tell you that the area that the property is in is not as desirable as you would assume it to be. It also can tell you what your negotiating power on the property is. I mean, sometimes a house that's on the market for a long time gives you a little more negotiating power, but not in all cases. Number 2, you got to look at when the house was last sold. Looking at when the house was last sold will tell you also some things about the house. Finding out how long the current owner held the property. If he's flipping the property, sometimes if it's a flip, you know that they did work on the property, or they might be just transferring title. You can get a lot of information just on looking at the last time the house sold. All right, so make sure to look at that. It'll also tell you if the seller is having a hard time selling the property. If you go in and you see that the price has been dropping incrementally for the last couple of years, now you can try to go in and give a good solid offer, below asking, and try to snatch up the property. All the information that you need on these properties you can get online. It's all public record. I like to use Zillow. It's a great site, gives you a lot of information. It's for the most part accurate. There are other sites you can check out depending on what areas you're looking in, but Zillow usually has all the basic information that you need. Number 3, taxes. Make sure that the taxes make sense to whatever deal you're working with, and make sure that you can afford them. Deals quickly can fall apart if you don't calculate the taxes into your numbers. So make sure to stay on top of that. Number 4, look for the previously sold houses in the immediate area, or we like to call that the comps. Okay, in the immediate area, not all over the place. What does this do? This will tell you how active the area is, if people are buying, if people are selling, and also will tell you what the prices of all the houses that are selling. Now, if the houses are all selling for very low numbers, that means there's probably a lot of short sales, a lot of bank-owned properties being sold, a lot of auctions happening. So depending on what type of investor you are, and depending on what type of investment you're trying to make, that'll give you that. You can get that information from the previously sold properties on most of these sites. Number 5, look at the schools in the area. What type of schools, how big the schools are, how many schools there are in the immediate area of the property. The more the better. And look at the ratings that each school gets. The better the schools, the better chances that you got yourself into a nice, decent property. You're gonna have good value. The better the school ratings are, the better it is for the value of the property in most cases. The higher rated schools tend to bring better property values. Number 6, transportation. It's very important to know that your property has access to some sort of transportation. It will tell you if there's access to work, if there's access to amenities. It's just always better for the value of a property if you have good access to some sort of transportation. So that's it for the light work. Number 7, time to go see the place. When you arrive at the house to check it out, you meet your realtor. First thing you want to do is ask the realtor to give you the MLS report. Okay, very important. That MLS report has much more accurate information on it than what you would have seen on Zillow or on any other site that you were looking for to find this property. If you can, try to bring a contractor with you to come to do the walkthrough with the house. So this way, at that point, from the very beginning, they can, without getting too much into it, they can tell you if there's a roof issue, if they see any electrical issues. They'll be able to let you know right from the beginning if there's any red flags that they can see. You don't have to sit there and go through the nitty-gritty, but usually a decent contractor can just look at a property and know that there's problems or not. So it's a great idea to bring a contractor with you if it's possible. Number 8, take a ride to City Hall or the Town Hall, whichever one it is. Over there you can get some very detailed information on any property. Most of the information on properties is public record. So you can go and check to see if all the information that your realtor gave you matches up with the information that they have at the town hall. As far as records, the name of the person that's on the title, if they owe any taxes, just basic information that you can get for free. You don't have to spend money doing it. You ready to put an offer on the house? Hold up, not yet. Number 9, get an inspection done on the property. It'll cost you a couple of $100, but definitely give you some peace of mind. You send an inspector now to inspect your roof, your electric, your plumbing, your sewer lines, and your foundation. This will also allow you to find any pre-existing issues that you may not have a problem with, but you might want to negotiate into the price of the property when you're making the offer. Now everything is good with the property. As far as condition, you understand what you're getting yourself into. Next step, a lot of people do this after they put the offer. I think you should do it before you put the offer. So number 10, title search. Get a title company to check all the background history on the property. Make sure that the right of ownership is in place. Make sure you're buying the property from the proper person. You don't want to invest money in a property and 10 years later somebody's going to come with a deed saying, hey, what are you doing in my house? Most people do it after they put an offer on the property, and after when they start already applying for the house. Then they go get a mortgage, all this stuff, and then at the end of the day they go do a title search, and then there's some sort of a problem and you wasted all that time. Remember, time is money. So before you put an offer, before anything, do a title search. It's a couple of $100, but again, peace of mind. There's no price for peace of mind in this business. And the people that have peace of mind are the people that spend money up front to have it. And finally, you're ready to put an offer on the property. Now, if you did all these steps from 1 to 10, you should be going into this property feeling good. Now, but keep in mind, you want to negotiate for the property. So you could take all that information that you got from where the schools are, from where how the transportation is, to the condition of the property, put it all together. And that'll give you some negotiating power for the property if you find anything that you don't really agree with. So good luck out there, and hope to see you in the next one. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all the support. It's been kind of overwhelming, but I'm loving it. I am trying to improve my video skills. I'm teaching myself every day. Hopefully I'll be able to save up some money to purchase some professional equipment so I can look better for you online. Next thing I'm going to get me a little microphone so I sound better. I am taking all the advice that you guys are giving me. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Because hey, it's not a bad idea to watch me on my little adventure. All right, have a great day, and hope to hear from you soon.